Hey, hi everybody. I'm back. I'm having lunch today. I didn't yesterday. I did my 24-hour fast, which was phenomenal. I love a good 24-hour fast. But fasting on Shibboleth is not necessary. So when you see people fasting, it doesn't mean you have to do that. But what I found was when I got to my goal weight, and getting towards my goal weight, obviously you get there a little faster the less food that you eat. So I found that intermittent fasting, hey Sonia, hey sweet girl, I found that intermittent fasting really helped me to get to my goal weight when I was, had that last 5 pounds. And then it also made me realize that I could eat within an 8-hour window, and it helps me with a lot of things. Like if you're finished eating dinner at 7 o'clock and that's the end of your 8-hour window, which is usually mine. I'm usually like 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. That's an 8-hour window. So I do a 16-hour fast most every day. And I don't know what time it is right now. It's 11:54. So I guess I'll be 12 to 8 today. But I found that really helped me after eating. And at 7 o'clock, I was like, okay, the kitchen's closed. My eating window is done. And so I didn't snack as much. So that was good. And I also just had that mindset that my eating window was done. So that's a lot of what was beneficial for me for intermittent fasting. But think about too, that 16 hours you're not eating anything, you're giving your digestive system a break. So the meaning of this live video wasn't about intermittent fasting. I just got off on a tangent there. Sorry, I squirreled. But I am making a freebie lunch. Now, what does that mean? Well, I'm eating a meal. I can classify it as a lean protein because I'm having egg whites. That's a lean protein. That's a 1. And I'm adding, I think you'll probably think this is going to be really weird, but it tastes so good. Brussels sprouts, and I'm going to shred them so they cook really fast in the saute pan. And that, when you cook your Brussels sprouts or any category 2 vegetable in a 0-calorie spray or in the oven and you just roast it, it's a freebie. So really I'm having a combination for lunch, which is a egg white omelet with Brussels sprouts, but it's really a 1 and a 2. So I'm not adding any condiments, so no extra 50 calories. I'll classify it as a 1 and a 2, and I'm gonna cook it with 0-calorie spray, or I could use MCT oil. Now that will add some calories, so it's probably not a freebie at that point, but that would be a red zone fire burning meal if you cooked it with the MCT. But I just really wanted something light to break my fast. I just got back from the gym. If you can't tell, I'm a hot mess. But I just wanted something really light to break my fast, like I said. And if you don't add all of those things that have lots of calories, then it's a very light meal. I guess you could consider this a freebie meal. I'll have to ask Kim Shibboleth about that. But I'm going to count it as a 1 and a 2. So, oh, Sonia, you're so sweet. And in the kitchen too, I got the lighting all different because I'm like, I want y'all to be able to see what I'm doing. So anyways, let me show y'all real quick how I'm going to make this. So I've got my pan going. I've got the heat on it. I just turned it on. I am taking these Brussels sprouts and I'm going to bring the camera a little closer to this area over here where I'm doing this so you guys can see this. This is so awesome. I found these Brussels sprouts, this big old bag of Brussels sprouts at Costco. And what I'm doing is taking the Brussels sprout by the little, I guess, stem. And I'm using this, if y'all don't have one of these, now this is from Pampered Chef. I know there's several, Kim Danke sells Pampered Chef. I'll give you her link, but you put it on what what slice depth or whatever you want on it. And I put it on a 1, and then I just take it and I just shred it just like that. It's super simple. I don't go too far because I don't want to hit my finger. And now you have, voila, ta-da. Look, shredded Brussels sprouts. So what is the point of having shredded Brussels sprouts? Well, they're gonna cook a lot faster when I saute them than if I were to roast them in the oven. Full, or when you cut off the bottom and you just have them completely large, or you cut them in half. But what I'm doing is I'm gonna take my 0-calorie spray, and just in case it's new, someone new watching, I use the Bertolli olive oil, 0 calorie. That's my favorite. You could also use Pam, doesn't matter. And I'm gonna spray my pan with that. And as y'all can see, it's hot. And I'm gonna throw in my shredded Brussels sprouts. See, I'm showing y'all that because it's almost like a slaw consistency. But I love roasted Brussels sprouts. I don't know about you guys. I absolutely love them. And it's such a great flavor when you shred them like that. I've seen raw Brussels sprout salads when you shred it like that, but I love to cook it. And then what I'm gonna do when they're ready is I'm gonna pour my egg whites in there. And then that's my freebie lunch. So let me grab one of these little guys and let's get this all. I just want to kind of stir it until it's, let me do this a little bit. Sorry, y'all. I just want to stir it a little bit until the Brussels get brown. And then I'm going to add in my egg whites for my omelet. Now at this point, I'm going to add some salt. Oh God, it smells so good. I'm going to add a little salt and a little pepper into my Brussels. And I'm going to keep stirring them until they get brown. But I wanted to show y'all one other thing because I'm going to have this. Oop, I had one fall out. I'm going to have, we can't miss one now. I am also going to eat this for a freebie. I love beets. Now, I usually, oh, hey, Muriel. Yeah, don't tell Cedric I'm making Brussels sprouts. I usually buy the beets with this, you know, the leaves on them. I cut that all off and I roast them in the oven. I put it in like 350 inside of a foil pack in a dish and roast the beets until they're done. And then I peel them afterward. It's easy, you just put them in a Ziploc baggie. Kind of the steam helps the peel come loose. Or you can buy this at Costco. I've also seen this at the grocery store too. Whole Foods has it, Publix, everybody pretty much has these. But they come in these little packages already roasted and they're really good. They taste a lot like the ones that I make myself. So I don't mind doing a swap like that if it's easy and simple. And I'm gonna have something that I can just grab and get out of the fridge when I'm craving a freebie. So I'm going to show y'all real quick. So I put them, I open up the little bag, ta-da, and I have them here on my board, and I just slice them. Here, I'll bring all over here. This is such a, like, you know, low budget cooking show here. So I slice them up just like this. You could put a little salt on them. You could put some fresh lemon juice on them. I'm just gonna put a little fresh lemon juice and a little salt, and then I just basically take them with my fork and eat them. They're so good, and they're really, really good for you. So that's gonna be, again, my freebie lunch. So let's go back to the Brussels. Here they are, they're cooking. I'm gonna try to turn this light on. I don't know if that's better or not. Y'all can tell me if it is. But I'm also going to put a little bit of lemon juice in there as well to help them kind of steam in the pan. But as you can see, they're starting to get really brown. I don't know if y'all can see that. They're starting to get really brown, and they have that roasted Brussels sprout kind of smell in the air. Oh my gosh, they're so good. I think that light is messing us up. Is that good? Okay, so then, now that I've got the Brussels all cooked, and they kind of shrank, if you noticed, I'm gonna pour in my egg whites and just let that cook And like I did the last time, you know, like once it sits there for a minute, I'm going to make sure all the Brussels sprouts get into the egg white. I'm going to let that sit there. And this was my big home ec tip is you just make a little hole in the bottom and you let that egg white that's on the top get into the pan so that it can cook, and you don't have to flip it as much. So I make those little holes and try to fill in the hole. At this point, see, it's cooking really fast. At this point, I have to bring some over from that area to get it to come over. But anyways, that's my freebie lunch today. So I'm gonna have egg whites with Brussels sprouts and beets on the side. So if that sounds totally disgusting to you, that's fine. This is my shibboleth and how I like to eat. And I definitely like to break a fast with a lesser calorie, lesser processed. I'm not adding the condiments. I think there's a whole video that somebody did on if you ate all the condiments, every 50 calorie condiment in every shibboleth meal, how many extra calories that was in a year. That was pretty amazing. I think it was Sherry Ditto that did that. So I'll ask her if I can find that graphic and I'll post it here in the Real Skinny. And anyways, I'm getting ready to eat my freebie omelet. And let's see, it's starting to, yep, there we go. See how it starts to come away from the sides there? That's when I know it's ready to flip. I'm not gonna eat it with raw egg whites on the top. So I slide my spatula under there. This is not pretty, you guys. And I flip it over. Oh, what a hot mess this is. But I just want to make sure those egg whites that were on the top are now on the bottom. And of course, I'll take a pretty picture of my plate. So hope you guys have a great day, and I hope you're enjoying the challenge. We've had, oh my gosh, some great weight loss already this week, and we're looking forward to doing it again next week. So if you aren't doing it with us this week, we have one more week. Again, look in the pinned post, the featured post on top, and you'll find the video that explains the challenge that I made and then the rules and recipes. So there you go. Have at it, and I'll see you guys later.